What is a fair value gap? Do they even work? I hear about them all day long online, so I kind of jumped on and started to learn. And in this video, I'm going to let you know if I actually like fair value gaps, if I use them, and I will also let you know if I think you should use them. So before we begin, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe, and let's jump right into this video. A fair value gap is a 3-candle pattern. So right here we have a bullish fair value gap and we have a bearish fair value gap. The fair value gap is this box right here, okay? And all it is essentially taking candle number 1 with candle number 3. As we could see, there was no back and fill of 1 and 3, so it left a what's called a fair value gap. A good example is the high of candle 1 was here, the low of candle 3 was here, but normally with fair value gaps you will have a big expansion candle, and what happens is it moves so quick, that candle, it's usually such a large move, and then what happens is the next candle does not retrace back to the high of candle 1, and so it leaves a intermediate gap, and that's kind of what the fair value gap is. On the bearish side, it's the same thing. Candle 1, 2, 3, big expansion, small, small, right? Keep it simple. Price never retraced back into the, or here the price never retraced back up here to match and fill this gap. And so what happens is whenever there's a fair value gap, usually at a later time, price will come back to either one of 3 places, to the low of it, inside, or to the high. Okay, and once it does, then the gap has actually been filled. Now, let's look at a chart and let me show you a couple ways that I actually like to use them. I want to let you know about my S&P E-mini weekly trade zones that act as support and resistance levels that I update every single weekend for only a one-time payment of $99. You will also receive my 7-hour video course where I teach you how to trade my top 5 trading strategies. So if you want to learn more, go to daytradingfearless.com or look at the link down below. But right back to the video. So we're looking at a 15-minute chart right now, and there's a couple fair value gaps. I'm going to show them to you. So the first one, remember, it's a 3-candle pattern, 1, 2, 3, right? And look at this. We have the expansion of the candle right here. Price falls, and what's it do? It rallies right back to it and then pulls back. How do I know? Because it's a red candle. So we touched it and then we pulled back, and then the next candle kind of shot through, went to the upper range of it, and then reversed and continued lower. Okay, that's one fair value gap. So what happened was price has actually now repaired this move, and that's what it comes down to, is when at a later date, probably the easiest way to think of it is price will revisit those levels to repair the gap. We have another one right here. Here's a candle number 1. Number 2, big expansion. Number 3, it left a fair value gap. Okay, right here, price continued lower, rallies back to the lower side of it, and then reverses from here. You could have taken a short somewhere around here and either put a stop one of 2 places. Some people like to do it above the second candle, some like above the first candle, because what the first candle usually represents is a swing high, right? Or a swing low. So we have a high, low, lower high, right? And so if price comes back, are we in a new trend making lower highs and lower lows? So we could see price bounce rally all the way back up into this. So we've pretty much repaired this entire gap. And then what does price do? Eventually roll over and go down. Again, maybe you look for an entry up here. You could do a couple things. You could put your stop loss here, or you could put it up here. As for an entry, you could look for an entry here, or what I like to do is I like to use the low of this candle, maybe just right before it. I like to put my entry there, and I like to use my stop right above here. It just gives me a lot better kind of risk reward, I think, than buying way down here. But there are also times where price will come up, miss my entry, and make the move. If that happens, I cancel it. But hopefully that video helps you guys understand what fair value gaps are. I love them. I'm going to make more videos tying fair value gaps in with supply and demand zones, order blocks, support resistance, things like that. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. Till next time, we'll talk to you soon.